It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the reigning AFC champs and the Chiefs, and it comes your way next.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the New England Patriots. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive. But he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Patriots take over. Starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Second down and 8. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because, you know, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right, because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First and goal from the 3. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On 2nd down, it's Harris. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's complete to John Ross. And he's got this down to the 35.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw there into the hands of Ross. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Throwing Jones. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate, the receivers catch it, the ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes caught. Kelsey left side. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets gets him a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Throwing now is Mahomes. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dietrich Wise able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you. No matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Harris. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now Jones. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Chiefs to take over. Last week they got the victory against the Colts, so they lead this one as well as they begin things here 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
From the 30 on second down, Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. What a career he continues to have. That catch is number 815. That ties him with Hall of Famer Shannon Sharpe.
And just think about this. The only people ahead of him in the tight end position in catches, Antonio Gates, Jason Witten, and Tony Gonzalez. You catch 815 passes as a tight end in the NFL, call your tailor and get measured for the gold jacket. I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A gain of 6 there on first. Second down at 4. Now here's Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 26. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Second and goal from the 1. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. They'll try and run with Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. On the ground, it's Harris. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. So we've come upon halftime here in KC, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. With the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And Marquell Lee with a stop defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now here's another carry for Harris. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
On first down, it's Harris. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And able to find Kirk complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
58 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Off-play action. Jones rolling to his right, and he fires one incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. James has got it, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's James. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 13-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Well, I think we all know that turnovers have a way of deciding games, and before you say something snarky, I realize that's not particularly astute. But in this case, how about the evidence right here in the third quarter? They've got the lead, moving the football, things looking good. And then...
Yeah, so now a flip on the scoreboard with that pick 6, and I don't know, the rest of this second half shaping up to be very interesting. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is now 2. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. And he's probably wondering, how do I get that mojo back from the first half that he seems to have lost a little bit here in the third quarter?
And every guy has his whisperer on the team. You know, that one guy who can say things to him that other people can't. Right now, he's looking for that guy to kind of, hey, we're good, one interception, just get it back to being who you are, and this team will be okay.
Because they led at halftime, trailing now. The last drive, remember, similar situation, he forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right?
Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones, catch made by Slayton, and able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. They run with Harris. Oh, no, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know that.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
After review play, the rule on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Harris. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris, his second touchdown on the season. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Well, it was the big run that got them down into position, and then they finish it off one play later with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, and they've got them really thinking to themselves, after that big run, they're probably going to come back and hit us again with the same thing or something similar. Instead, they go to the air, and it's a touchdown that way.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. KC's offense ready to take over. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. The one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Now, they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake. Jones. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. So the completion good for just 3. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Now Jones on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Off play action. Jones. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Personal foul. Defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
They'll try to run with Harris. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right?
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Mac Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. John Ross and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good, too.
Yeah, he's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. It's Kelsey on the ground, and he goes out right around the 39. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Mahomes now on first down. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Let's go.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Harris going to get it again on second down. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Looking to throw. Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Let's go.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They run again with Harris. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. 24 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I like this call. I know they weren't successful on it, but so many times defenses load up trying to get a safety when you're in this spot. How about taking the shot downfield, hoping to use their momentum against them? They didn't get it, but I sure like what they were doing there.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, based on the last two play calls we just witnessed, the word conservative is not in their playbook. Incomplete, and then they decide to throw deep from this point on the field. That's a team that's really getting after it.
One final try from Mahomes. They'll get this out to Lynch, complete. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that